Hello again. We're going to talk about some application problems now with using the Pythagorean theorem. This is a kind of problem that came up a lot when I was doing engineering, when we would survey a road and we need to find an unknown length. So here we have a bridge going across a river, and we have the opportunity to measure the distance from one edge of the river to the other going across the bridge because we can walk across. So there it's 83 feet. Now, we can't put the tape measure across the river because the tape measure will fall in the river. So we go over to the side and we can measure 61 feet along the side. So to the point that would be directly across the river from this point. So the question becomes, how wide is the river, right? So we have what's called a right triangle here. Because the shortest distance across a river would make a perpendicular line to the edge. Right? So we can redraw just our right triangle here. So we have 61 feet on that side, 83 feet on that side. So this is the unknown length we'll call d. So we have the equation a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So little leg times big leg equals, or little leg squared plus middle leg squared equals hypotenuse squared. So d squared plus 61 squared equals 83 squared. So to solve for d, now I use my calculator here. 61 is 3,721, and 83 squared. And use this little up arrow caret that is shift 6 equals 6,889. So d squared equals, subtract these from both sides, and 3168, so square root that. Right, square root both sides. So I just type in square root SQRT 3168, and I get a result of 56.28 feet. And that's our distance. Okay, next question. Now we have a flagpole here, and we have a transit. That's like what the engineers use to shoot a laser to find distances. And the laser shoots to the top of the flag, and it measures off a distance of 32 feet. And we can take our tape measure and measure, this is 24 feet. So the question is, how tall is the flag? And the transit sits at a height of 5 feet. So we have a right triangle as long as the flag is vertical. Right? So this is, we're just going to assume that it is. This is 24 feet, this is 32 feet, and this is our unknown height we'll call h, but we have to also add on to h, this is h minus 5, right? Because we are looking at the right triangle that is right here. So if this distance we call h, then we're going to take off 5 and get that distance. So to solve for h, we'll have to do that. And you could do it another way. You can call this a, and then find a, and then add 5 to it. Either way, let's do it this way. So we have 24 squared plus h minus 5 squared equals 32 squared. Okay, so 24 squared (76), 32 squared, 1024. And now that I think about it, Maybe we'll go back to a. We'll just say a squared, and we'll add 5 at the end. That's gonna be easier. I thought it might be better, but it doesn't work out as well. Okay, so minus 576 on both sides. So 224 minus 76, 448. And I'll square root both sides. And A has a distance of 21.17. So that means H would be 5 more, right? So this is just 26.17. And that's it.